keyboard going on in the background, and Tony Williams is doing some stuff on the drums, and JM is going on improvising. That's it. And for me, this is where I felt for the first time that, generally speaking, that he had some kind of Indian influence coming into his playing. Now, what I mean by that is, normally Western players are not, most of them, shall we say, in Indian playing of sitar, veena and all, you quotes unquote what is known as bend the nose, that sort of thing. So you can at times see him doing this in this particular, doing stuff like that and improvising. So this is again, I would say that somewhere along the way the Indian part is coming in. In fact, he has famously quoted in a 2015 interview that I think I must have been born in India in one of my previous birth or something like that, because the influence is so strong. So what he did in that is that it was already coming in, and around the same time what happened is that early 1970s he did this album called Devotion, very avant-garde and definitely not my favorite album. But what is happening is that the kind of people, he's still experimenting and trying to find out which is the way to go in the future as a guitar player. But then something happens, is that he came under the influence of this quote unquote spiritual leader called Sri Guru Chinmoy. And Guru Chinmoy said, my you, typical this is the 1960s, please remember, so a lot of Indian influences were going into the West. The Hare Krishna movement started at that time, a lot of spiritual leaders were there. The Beatles also came under the influence of some spiritual leader. So at that same time, you can see the photo of John McLaughlin in this, that he looks very thin, almost like a sadhu, ascetic look to him. And what he did is that he dedicated this entire album to his Guru Sri Chinmoy, whose photo is given out there. Some years later they had a falling out for whatever reasons. He has also not mentioned it. He says that was a phase in my life I was following him. Now I am no longer following him, and left it at that. So then here is JM always said that he is deeply influenced by, as with any jazz artist, you always get influenced by what came before you. So he cited Mingus as one of his major influences, and so as a tribute, he played this Goodbye Popeye Hat in a purely acoustic version.